This fanfiction is only for entertainment purposes, so please don't take it seriously and don't be offended. It's just a story made out of imagination, so it doesn't define any character in real life. I hope you'll enjoy the story and leave positive comments without hating the author and character. I don't own any pictures, but the storylines are completely mine. I will do voiceover so you can mute it if you want. Hope you will like the video.
You came out of the kitchen with a bowl full of popcorn. It was your movie night with your loving CEO husband, Kim Taehyung. You both always watched movies together on weekends. He was late today, but the moment you stepped out and saw his bag on the table, your smile brightened. He wasn't in the living room, but you knew he must have gone to the washroom to freshen up. You placed the bowl on the table and went back into the kitchen. A few minutes later, you came out again with a cup of coffee and a glass of juice. He didn't like coffee, so the juice was for him, while the coffee was for you. You were walking toward the table when your foot suddenly slipped. You fell hard, your head hitting the edge of the table and your hand landing painfully against it, making you scream. When you pulled away, holding your head in pain, you noticed the coffee and juice had spilled over something, white papers, which looked like important documents. But your head was throbbing too much for you to focus on them. You looked at your hand and then touched your forehead, realizing you were bleeding. Your heartbeat quickened, and your body began to shake. Blood, the one thing you feared the most. Suddenly, you heard a loud voice. Taehyung, what the? He came running, but for the first time, not in worry for you, but for his documents. Taehyung, no. No. He says, picking up those documents which were completely destroyed by now, drenched in coffee and juice. You stood up immediately, worried as you never saw him this panicked. You were about to say something, but before that he threw those ruined paper in anger, then looked at you, already furious. For the first time, you saw him this angry, but you believe he won't do anything to you as he loves you very much. He never even raised his voice at you as he knew how sensitive you are. But just then, breaking all your trust, his hand raised in air and landed on your cheek sharply. Your face turned to left in shock as the heat still stung in your cheek. He just slapped you. You couldn't help but tremble, realizing that he really did hit you. Before you could even come out from this shock, he held your arm tightly and shook you towards himself. Your head still ached from the wound, but more than that your heart ached. You were trembling as some old memories flashed in your mind. A whip, endless beating, BL00D, and everything that once almost make you lose your life. Taehyung, how could you do this? Do you have any idea what you've done? You ruined my 2 months of hard work. 2 months. Do you even know how important these documents were? Do you even know how much they were worth? He says angrily, his grip almost hurting. For the first time in years, he was hurting you. Tears welled up in your eyes as you say with difficulty. When, it was. Mistake. You say shuddering, putting all your efforts only for him to push you back harshly. You fall down harshly, still trembling. Taehyung, mistake? Destroying my hard work is just a mistake to you? Seriously? How can someone be this naive and this clumsy? You can't even do one thing properly. Not one. Mom was right. I should have never married a girl like you. A girl who can't even handle herself, a mentally unstable mess. He said that and left with a scoff, leaving you completely alone. Your whole body started trembling. Your breath became fast and uneven, like you couldn't pull air into your lungs. Your chest felt tight, hurting with every breath you tried to take. Your hands shook badly as you touched your forehead, but seeing the blood made it worse. Your vision blurred, and your heart started beating too fast, almost painful. You pressed your hand over your mouth, trying to calm yourself, but a small sob escaped. Your legs felt weak, and the room felt too loud, too bright, too heavy. You weren't just scared. You were having a panic attack. Taehyung, sweetheart. Sweetheart, wake up now. See who's here. Babe, wake up now. Taehyung say while pouting as he shook your sleeping body lightly. Your eyes flew open in panic as you say up while your breath uneven. Seeing this, Taehyung got worried for you as he cupped your face, making you finally look at him with your trembling figure. Taehyung, what happened, sweet? He wasn't even able to complete his sentence when a loud noise echoed in the room. Your hand moved automatically and you just pet him as a tear escaped your eyes while his eyes widened. As he turned his head again at you to look at you in complete shock. Wyan, how dare you to slap me? You say, looking at him angrily while he blinked, looked around, then pointed a finger at himself. Taehyung, Mimi, sweetheart. What are you saying? It's you. Yo, you who slapped me, not vice versa. Never vice versa. See, I even have witnessed. He says, pointing his finger at a corner, and you looked there only to find your parents and his parents standing there, not knowing what to do and what to say. Then you looked around and realized you were in the study room, not in the living room. You touched your head and it was perfectly fine. No BL00D. No proof of wound. And then you hear something, you immediately looked at the already on TV. Male lead, please. Please forgive me. I promise I won't ever raise my hand at you. Female lead, you just did. You just slapped me. That too because I mistakenly ruined your paper. Seriously. Do you think that after whatever you did, you deserve a forgiveness? Your heart skipped a beat as you realized that you fell asleep seeing this drama and end up having a dream related to it. Taehyung, your parents and his parents also see this and realize that you just saw a bad dream, making them feel relieved as it was nothing more serious than that. Just then they all saw a tear escaped your eyes and they panicked. His mother immediately came close to you while he wiped that tear. She hugged you immediately while saying, Mrs. Kim, you did a very good job, Wyan. If someone ever even dared to raise a finger at you, you must never hesitate to raise your hand. She says, patting your back lovingly while his dad patted your head as he spoke. Mr. Kim, or you could raise a knife at him. Much better, you know. Just believe on this dad, he could always protect you, so never be afraid of hurting someone physically who tries to hurt you first. Jack, and then leave all the rest for your dad. You know your dad is the best lawyer in the country, princess. Right. Your dad, Jack, says as he gives you a smile, but you still couldn't smile. Just then Taehyung start his melodrama as he put his hand on his heart and say while hugging your mom, Hina. Taehyung, see mom. How cruel they are. They all are planning for my at TH even though I didn't do anything wrong. Hina, my innocent son. Don't worry, your mother is here for you. She says, hugging him back, making Jack, Mr. Kim and Mrs. Kim almost laugh, but they control it as their priority is to make you laugh right now, not for them to laugh. Mr. Kim, so what? Huh? If you ever even think about hurting my daughter, there would be no one worse for you than me. Jack, count me in too. Taehyung, see these old mans. Still being unfair. Why would I ever even raise my voice on my sweetheart? She's my heart before all of you. He says, pouting. Jack, then don't even think of that, because I will kill you if my daughter ever even shed a single tear because of you. Mr. Kim, before that I will peel you apart with my own hands. Mrs. Kim, and I will enjoy the show with my daughter while eating popcorn. Taehyung, what a criminal mind you all got. You all deserve to be behind the jail. Hina, I am already dialing 911. They say only to hear a soft sob catching all of their attention. Taehyung saw the tears falling down from your eyes. He immediately dropped his act and came running towards you as he pulled you in his arms. Wyan, I am sorry. I am so sorry. You say, touching his cheek where you just slapped him. His eyes softened immediately as he wiped your tears and kissed your forehead. Your family left from there, giving you both alone time. Now you both were alone in the study room. Taehyung, shh. I was joking, sweetheart. You know I wouldn't mind it if you slapped me. You can slap me as much as you want, but just don't cry like this. This hurts more than anything. He says as you put your head on his chest but couldn't stop crying. You hate violence the most, as you know how much it hurts. You have endured it in your childhood, that's why you knew how much SL at P and B at Ting hurts. It was before you meet your parents, Mr. Jack and Mrs. Hina, who came into your life like angels and saved you from your original abusive family. They even adopted you and always treated you like their precious daughter. They were always careful in case of yours, as they knew how much your past still troubles you. That's why they weren't ever ready part apart from you. At least not until they met Taehyung, your CEO husband, who loves you and cares for you more than them. He found out about your past from Mrs. Kim, who's your mother Hina old friend. That's why they all too were always careful about you. They never hurt you, never raise their voice, never make you feel neglected, and always treat you like their precious daughter. Taehyung wrapped his hand around as he kissed your head over your hair. Taehyung, please sweetheart, don't cry. I can't see you hurt. He says, and you finally looked at him. You cupped his cheek again. Wyan, it must have been hurting so much. Taehyung, no sweetheart. It didn't. Your hand was so soft that they didn't even able to raise heat where you slap, and now I am afraid about you. You were so soft while hitting, now how could I left you alone ever? What if you want to hit someone again? With these hands you couldn't do it. Alright, I made the decision. I am leaving my position as CEO. Dad have all the time in the world to handle that tiresome work. From now on I will live with you 24/7 so that I could help you with everything. He says, and you couldn't help but smile. He always found reason to stay with you 24/7. Last time too, you have to act angry to send him away for an important trip of 3 days. You hit him on his chest lightly, making him chuckle as you sniffed, then asked, Wyan, was something special today? Everyone is here today, so. He kissed your nose and say with a bright smile. Taehyung, of course it is. Do you forget about your recently launched project, which was a great success? They are here to celebrate it with you just like you. We are all so proud of you. He says as he snuggled his face in the crook of your neck while you smile, but then your expression changed as you put your hand on his chest. Wyan, Taehyung. Taehyung, the other one, sweetheart. Wyan, who? Hubby. Taehyung, yes wifey. He said, giggling, proud of the artwork he did on your neck just now. Then he looked at you, bite your cheek softly and say without leaving it. Taehyung, I am sure our parents can wait for a bit so that a husband can give a reward to his beloved wife, right? He says, and you can't help but blush while he pulled you more closer to himself, leaned towards your face with a smirk then. The end.